How's it, guys? Welcome back to FX Rhapsody. Today we're going to be doing two more pairs. It's going to be the Euro USD dollar and also the dollar Japanese yen. Before we hit the charts, just go visit my preferred broker. The link is in the description. These guys are reliable. Always need a reliable broker when you trade. They've got amazing spreads, amazing margins, anything that you really need out of a good broker. The A-book broker, and also that counts for a lot these days. Okay, so let's hit the chart. So on a Euro USD dollar side, daily time frame, what can we see? So not an easy pair these days to trade. You have that. Let me just do it better. Right about there. So you've got that trend line going down. Okay. And then you have got this trend line going up. So let's just make it better and looking nicer. All right. Okay, so you've got that formation forming. Let me just zoom out a little bit. You can see this key area over here. And the reason for that is obviously this big support area. Oops, so daisy. If I can just hit the tool. So price came all the way down and it hit that area over there. Okay, big support area, price tapped into it, and so now we're facing ourselves. Is this a turning point in the euro where it's going to start going to the upside? Only time will tell, but I would like any break and retest of these two trend lines before I make any big trades. You can also, if you pull your Fibonacci from this swing low to that swing high, very small. Let's just expand this a little bit so it looks a bit better. The reason I'm saying that is because of this little break of structure, and it came back again. So around about there, you can see this structured area. Let's just expand it to make it better. There we go. Not huge, but you know, it was broken. On a daily time frame, small little candles doesn't seem huge, but it might be big. So we saw this break, we're seeing this retest. Now it is, and it has touched into our zone. So this is now the area that you could have bought, and then you're holding your trade with the stop loss just below this 100%. And this is also, I mean, once a trade gets here, once this being broken, it will hit your stop loss, and it means that the trade is going to the downside. So if you're in a buy currently, let's see what happens around this area. It might just, you know, not obviously tap your stop loss, because where's this tool? Price might just bounce off that the whole time and then poof, go out to there. So key area, just waiting patiently to see if there's any break of these two trend lines and to see what price is going to be doing. Is it going to carry on to the downside, you know, break this area of support, or is it now the turning point where structure has been, or market has been turned, and then price is going to start heading to the upside? On a 4-hourly time frame, I'm just going to do that. Let's just have a look at this trend line over here. I'm just going to pull that in. Touch, touch, touch. Okay. Very roughly drawn trend line. But you can see that trend line was respected a couple of times, and eventually this trend line was broken. Okay. So this is now the area that you're going to be looking at. That's also another reason I'm looking at a buy. Fibonacci from this swing low to that swing high. You can see this area. This is the one that we were talking about just now on the daily time frame. So that area has been touched in the 62%. Nice buy opportunity right there. You can see the small little movement. You can also see that this was a key area over here. Let's just do that. Let's just take that out. And you can see how price bounced off that area, okay, off that 62%. So that is why I'm saying that was a nice buy opportunity right there for price to be heading to the upside. But again, there's all that possibility for price to be just going back and touching that trend line over there. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Always have your stop losses in place, because, and again, if your stop loss is just below here, which means is this trend line will be broken and it goes back into that trend line, which will make this a fake out, and then price will just carry on to the downside. So your stop loss, if you have a stop loss in place, if you're taking this buy and you have a stop loss in place right below the 100%, it will be safe if it is bouncing on that trend line. If it comes and bounces another time and then just moving to the upside, or bouncing for, you're making a retest basically. So that is why I'm saying leave your stop loss there. And I mean, it just makes sense, guys. Come on. Right? So then you know you are in the wrong direction. On the hourly time frame, let's just have a look at what's happening here. Nothing much to write home about, like we just saw on the 4 hourly. So it's just that area, you know, being respected, you know, price breaking out, coming back, retesting that area. Now it's making its slow, looks like a slow turn to the upside. But again, anything is possible. That area might get broken and retested and, you know, move to the downside. All right. But for those of you that bought in this area, this is also where the 62% area retracement area was. Hold your trade for now and let's see how price moves to the upside. So that is my view on Euro USD. Let's move on to the dollar yen. I think it's this one. There we go. Dollar yen daily time frame. Okay. So obviously we all know, for those of you that traded the dollar yen, this huge push to the upside. You know, this is all got to do with most probably the war and all that. You know, dollar weakening, yen strengthening, and bam, going up to the upside. We were all expecting something to happen, especially with the yen, you know, so weak at a stage, and then, you know, look at this. One thing I want to show you, it's nothing much to tell about this whole daily time frame. As you can see, there's a little bit of consolidation at the top here, just price just consolidating up there and not knowing what to do. But I want to show you something interesting. You see this candle here. You see this movement to the upside. And we've talked about this before. So you see this big movement to the upside, all these bullish candles. You see this one bearish candle. That is acting as a support or structure in the market. So that will be acting as a support. The reason for that is, and you can see that, let me just show you something interesting. If you zoom out, and you zoom out even more, and you just carry on to the left, look at that. Bam. Look at that, interesting. Let's just do that. See, that is why those candles form. There was a structure there before, way back in the past. Let's call this, when was this? 2016. And look at how market just reacts to that area. So going back, and then a couple of years later, bam, creating that little candle there where structure is. So very interesting to see that, and always note those little areas. So that obviously this area is going to be, if price moves to the downside, that will be a key area to watch as well, for if you are in a sell, you know, climbing out the sell or whatever. But that is going to be structure area in the market. But currently on the daily time frame, I mean, we are looking at the support area at the bottom of that consolidation. So, you know, let's just go to the lower time frames to see what's happening there. Will that area break and then go to the downside? That's basically what we're looking for. So what we can see here is this consolidation area up the top. So you see this area where price was consolidating on the 4 hour, or break, or you're having the support area, you know, support, and then breaking that structure, coming to retest it, moving to the downside. So now what we're looking at, especially on a higher time frame, swing traders, we're looking for this, obviously, this area to be broken. Okay, that's going to be the key area as well. But we're looking for price to go to the downside. We're looking for the movement, especially after that's on the daily time frame, that huge movement to the upside. We're looking for that sell opportunity. So that sell opportunity basically came, or is coming, or if you are in the trade, is basically, you see the structure, this candle broke that structure, retested it. So that's your swing. And then this, wrong indicator. Fibonacci, swing from the high to the low. Let's expand that. So swing high with a broken candle, or the candle breaking that structure. This is your swing low at the bottom. Price coming up to the 62 and to 79% area. That's where you place your sell. And if you are in a sell, keep your sell, keep your trade open. I mean, stop loss will be right there. Let's make it red for stop loss. That's your stop loss area. And then your take profit areas is obviously going to be right about this area here. And that is where that support area is, or that structure. Okay. So guys, this is a nice little opportunity that you could have taken. I'm not saying it's too late. I'm not saying climb into the sell now, but this is the way that you analyze the market, right? Just take this out. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Let's see what it tells us. On a 1 hour time frame, there's always confluences if you go to different time frames. So 1 hour time frame, we have this little area over here, as you can see. So now price broke that area, came up, and this is more or less where that 62% area on the 4 hour is lying. So price is bouncing off that, and now we need price to confirm that sell, basically break that area, retest it. It's not saying maybe it's going to retest it or not, but you know, if you want to climb into the sell, you will have to wait for a area of broke where price breaks this structure over here, comes back, Fibonacci from that swing high to that swing low, up, and then sell. That's going to be, if you are not already in the sell, in the sell, that is going to be your next opportunity when structure, or where price breaks this support area, because you can see this was a structure, this is a good support area. It was resistance, broke it, support, broke it, resistance, broke it, support. Now we're waiting for another break to confirm that break and support, turn resistance, and then move to the downside. Okay, so that's all from me on these two pairs. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the analysis. Comment in the comment section. Subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell and that like button. And yeah, be on the lookout for more analysis and strategies and all that kind of nice things about trading coming your way. Guys, I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Stay safe and happy trading, guys.